Once upon a time in the meadow. Once upon a time, 6 cousins lived by themselves in a cozy cottage in a meadow. Since there were no grown-ups there, the 6 little girls took care of each other. One warm spring day, the cousins decided to have a picnic. Kate, who always pretended to be the mother, was tasting her special sauce. "It's perfect," she said to Betty, the smallest. "I'll just run out to pick some flowers for the table. Don't touch anything on the stove." Kate arranged her bouquet on the table in the front yard. "I wish Diana and Sarah would come back with the strawberries," Betty said. "I can't wait to taste them." "And where are Sally and Anne?" said Kate. "They left for the baker's hours ago. I do wish they'd hurry. Goodness knows what would happen to us without me to keep an eye on things." At last Anne and Sally came home with all kinds of treats from the bakery. And just as Kate started to fuss that the food would be cold and their picnic spoiled, Diana and Sarah returned with their baskets full of sweet-smelling strawberries. "I'll eat one small piece of chicken pie before I eat my dessert," said Betty. "Yes, and you'll drink your milk too," said Kate. She was only pretending to be cross. Then what a lot of laughing and chattering there was, for the 6 cousins loved each other dearly, and they had a wonderful picnic. After lunch, Anne suggested that they play dress-up in the attic. Everyone thought that was a splendid idea, even though Anne would probably pick out the prettiest costume for herself. Kate had the keys to the attic, so she went first. "Watch out for Betty," cried Diana. Too late. As usual, Betty was in a hurry. She tripped and tumbled down the stairs. Luckily, she wasn't hurt. It was cozy upstairs in the attic, and there were trunks filled with old clothes and toys. Each cousin soon found something to play with. Sarah looked at the dusty old book with pretty color pictures. Anne found a fan made of ostrich plumes and a lovely blue shawl. Kate found a long, pretty dress. Betty a rag doll, and Sally a trumpet. "I have a good idea," said Diana, holding up a black velvet coat. "Let's get dressed up and have a parade." "Yes, yes," they all cried. "A parade." The 6 cousins put on their costumes and stood in a row to admire each other. "I'm the leader," Sally cried, and she began to blow the trumpet. "Toot, toot, toot-a-toot, toot." Down the stairs the little girls marched, then out across the meadow. If they had not all been laughing and singing, they might have heard a soft, sad whimpering when they neared the edge of the woods. As it was, Sally stopped so suddenly they almost piled on top of each other. "What is it?" said Sarah, who couldn't see over Sally's head. There on the ground in the dark, quiet woods was a rabbit caught in a hunter's trap. "Oh, the poor thing," whispered Kate. "He must be in pain. We have to save him," said Diana. Very carefully, so as not to hurt him, the girls forced open the trap and gently wrapped the frightened animal in her shawl. Then they carried the rabbit home. He seemed to know that the girls were going to help him. He didn't even try to get away. While Sarah read instructions from the first aid book, the other cousins set to work. Diana brought scissors and a bottle of Kate's special medicine, honey and chamomile tea. Sally quickly heated some water to clean the rabbit's wounds. Anne brought rolls of bandages and fresh, clean towels. Then Betty gently held the hurt leg while Kate carefully wrapped it. For the first few days the rabbit hardly moved at all, but as the weeks passed he grew much stronger. When he began to hop about, Kate said it was time to set him free. That night the 6 cousins ran up to the attic to watch the rabbit leave. "His friends have come to meet him," cried Betty. "Goodbye, farewell," called 6 happy cousins. Did the rabbit wave goodbye too? Perhaps he did. Almost anything could have happened once upon a time in the meadow.